Yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. One. Come on in, y'all. Come on in this morning. Thus said the Lord. Restore. What's up, MJ? What's up, dog? You said the title got me. Yeah, man. It was some shit I was pondering on last night. And I was just thinking about some real deep shit, man. Still working, man. Still in here grinding. My other pieces of my place came in from my studio room, my interview session room. So I'm gonna work on that shit today. I'm gonna be grinding all day today, man. I'm gonna get that shit up, put these shelves up, fix that office room up, work on the rest of this website. I want to drop it next week. The clothing website. So I got a shitload of shit to do, and I got one of my boys is in town. He's supposed to stop by and chop it up with me. And yeah, Leon P, what's good, fam? Hey man, you hit me with the 4X. I gotta get something made for you, man. And I got you you're a super big and tall situation. So I got to get something made for you, fam. I was gonna send something out to you. Told you, I'm you on like sent everybody else stuff. I got to get you straight because you've been a good supporter, man, and I got to get you tight. But you hit me with the big and tall size. I'm like shit. So I gotta. Y'all come on up in here. We're gonna get started in a minute. This is on my heart. I think a lot of people don't really understand, which I'm one of them. I didn't really understood the whole dynamics when they talked about being a jealous. God is jealous. I think we relate that to our insecure selves and don't understand the true meaning and true essence of what that really, truly, deeply is on the esoteric understanding. And I'm gonna try to. It was just something that was in me. Now I may be completely wrong. It was just a flow of consciousness that I'm, me when I do these random lives. I want to just kind of speak on a flow of consciousness, man, and uh, you know, and just give y'all some good game. Oh man, appreciate the opening tide this morning. Leon, appreciate it. He said for the Sunday morning show. Appreciate that cash app, bro. Always good looking, man. But, I want to kind of get into it a little bit. Oh shit, what I do with this? Okay. deep shit, man. I was reading a breakdown of they said God is jealous for the supremacy of his name in this world, in this land, in your home, in your life, and in our church. It isn't your name that he is jealous to protect, but his own. Your reputation is not first on God's agenda. His is. Woo! Some cold shit, man. And that's what I want to talk about today, man. Ye are gods, man. And yeah, come on in this morning, y'all. This might be a bomb burner right here. Some deep shit, man. Just I want to kind of go over this, man. As things shaping up, coming forth. This is IU Morpheus from 2023. Joey the Truth. Wow. But anyway, good morning. How was y'all week been so far? Easter weekend. This is Easter this morning. I forgot it was Easter. It's supposed to be Easter. I do literally be forgetting. When you deprogram from this program, you just kind of forget shit like that. But you remember it because, for me, I kind of remember it because of my scheduling, how things are scheduled. But it's, another day. Can y'all hear me fine? Because I'm on my tablet now. I ain't doing my streaming on my computer yet. I'll be starting that soon. I'm funny like that. I like to make sure everything's tight before I even really start doing my other shit. That's just the life path 4 in me. Don't mind me. But everything's coming together, man. I'm excited, man. Everything looks good, and yeah, I've been grinding all day yesterday, working on some shit. I kind of took a little bit of a break yesterday. I just need to step away. I took a walk to the mall. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I went to the new mall that's near where I live. It's a nice mall though. It's pretty chill. It was packed in there, man. I couldn't find nowhere to fucking park. It was so damn packed. But I was in the mall, and what I discovered was I was sitting down. I was having some lunch, and this lady was sitting next to me, right? And she was an attractive woman. She was a little older though, and I thought she probably was in her 40s or something, but she was just sitting there real calm, real classy, and I liked that. I liked that stillness that she had, and he said, but I would appreciate the super chat. He said, I never celebrate holidays, but I will tell you this: baby mamas he said, baby mamas put on a front on Easter. Oh yeah, like they believe, but they can't see the truth. Exactly. Yeah, they be fronting like shit, man. All this shit is bullshit. But I was sitting down having my lunch, and this lady I was sitting right next to her. She was eating, but she was real chill and real, just I felt her little energy. She was just real like a woman. I said, yeah, she looked actually about 40 something, like my age. And I said, I just said something to her. You got to break the program. So I said, did you enjoy your food? She said, oh, it was good. She had a heavy accent. She was Latino. And I said, where you from? She said, she didn't tell me. She said, what do you think? I was like, well, I looked at her. I said, she Dominican. And she started laughing. She said, how did you know? Like a lot of people, she said, a lot of people think she was Puerto Rican or from Guatemala or something like that. But I guessed it, and yeah, she. Only reason I knew she was Dominican, 'cause I could just tell by her little energy. It was a little spicy, and I was like, nah, she's Dominican like shit, you know. But we just started chopping it up, a little small talk. She was there with her family. They had like a little birthday thing party at a bounce room downstairs, but she wanted to get some lunch, so she came upstairs to the food court. And we just started chopping it up, a little light talk. She told me real quick that she was married for 30 years, basically divorced her husband. Y'all know the routine, divorced her husband. Now she with a guy that she don't love. She told me, I said, you don't love him. I said, you was with your husband 30 years. You had all your kids. She had 3 kids by one man. But she decides to leave this man. And she just out here got a random boyfriend. And I told her, I said, you do not love that dude. I said, believe me, I know you don't. And she started laughing. She said, no, I tell him I don't. But he want to stay with me. And that nigga my age, he's 46. I'm like, I said, this dude lunching, man. Like, but he's Latino. He's from Honduras, she told me. And she said that he be saying, I know you don't love me, but I'm still waiting to some simp shit. And she said, no, I tell him I don't love him, but he does all this shit for her. He wanna be the caping ass niggas, you know. That's what he's doing. But I'm saying, I mean, the chick is cool. She was attractive for her age, and I asked her how old are you. That bitch was 60 years old, y'all. That bitch was 60. I didn't know she was no fucking 60 years old. I ain't even gonna lie. That one caught me off guard. I said, what? She did not look like she was 60. So, fucked me up. I was like, damn, she was all right for her age, man. Like, she really was put together. Nice little shape. I was like, wow, And then we chopped it up a little bit, but long story short, same old shit, man. These dudes, men are willing just to take all kinds of just disrespect from women just to have some vagina and somebody around. It's like having a fucking pet for most of these men. And were they trying to have her as a pet? It's more so that the woman had them as fucking pets. That's a fucked up situation to be in, man. I mean, no fucking way. And that's what kind of inspired me to do this stream this morning. Because you said that stepdaddy ain't it. Nah, fuck that stepdaddy shit. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let's get into it. Let me tell y'all something, man. As your vibration is changing, and you become, once this shit really hits you, man, just about how things are and really what you're looking at and how you move. I understand when God says that you put no other God before me. You're a jealous God, because it doesn't mean in the form of just wrath based on what I'm saying. It's more like, and some people try to equate God with insecurities like them. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I understand that shit really now, man. It's like, once you become in this state, it's about your program. You put no other God before you, no other institute, no other. It's all about your program, and really, that's your whole embodiment of whom you are. This is why I believe on a deeper level that you sometimes when you turn on yourself internally and not find your purpose and go through it, you start to somewhat mutilate yourself internally through drinking, through too much fucking, through to masturbation. Um, you start to destroy yourself, and parts of you and your essence is taken away. You think you're escaping it, but that's the God in you torturing yourself because you're supposed to be searching for that purpose and you're supposed to find it. And finding your purpose is not easy. That's a mild mic drop. And I'm discovering that it really ain't that easy for a lot of men. And I'm starting to discover it ain't supposed to be. It's not supposed to be easy. Finding your purpose and serving is a tall task. And I'm starting to think that everybody is not even deserving of finding a purpose. Now I'm flowing consciously right now. It's a flow of consciousness right now. And don't mind me. I'm just flowing. It's flowing through me. These are some of the things that spin in my spirit. But I think that we take lightly getting in your purpose. I think too many people just throw that shit out there. But that's something you got to search deep within self. And when you do, that's when I believe you become a jealous God. Small G. Some deep shit, man. I'm telling you, I was flowing through me. It's some deep shit. I never heard this put in this way before. I think we throw around your purpose and this and that. I think we throw around that shit too lightly. And I'm going to tell you something that made me think about this shit, guys. Another thing that hit me. It was some cold shit, man. It's a documentary. It was real random documentary I watched. I was sitting there doing my client's head. I like to watch little documentaries or little movies while they sitting there, especially when I have a lot of females to keep them busy. But I put on this movie. Yep, Joey the True. Yep. I put on this movie. It was called Grimes. Damn, I forgot the real title of it. It was like Grimes. Something Crimes versus Grimes or something. It was about an artist. It's on Paramount. I can't think of the title right now. Shit. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me tell y'all. I don't want to lose this page. Hold on. Let me tell y'all the name of this movie. The Paramount movie. Paramount documentary. Let me see. Here we go. Let me see. Crime. Yeah, the art and crimes is called Art and Crimes by Crimes. Some cold shit, man. This is a good documentary. This is about this white guy. I could give y'all a brief synopsis of what it was. It was about this white guy that got locked up for some little shit of cocaine or something. And he said just through his experience going through the court system and all, and he's a white guy, that it was eye-opening for him because he said he was seeing black men getting locked up with way less shit than he had right before him in his court cases. He was like, yo, he said that really fucked him up. He was like, yo, this whole system is fucked up. He said he felt some kind of way to see that shit, you know? So he had to go through that program. And this is a white man talking. So it's like, to hear his story was really interesting. But all I have to say is that he got locked up and he said he didn't want to be, he said when he went to jail, he said everybody was clumped up, whites with whites, Hispanic with Hispanic, and blacks with blacks. He said it's just so segregated. It's unfucking real, man. He said shit is wild. He said, but he didn't want to be a part of that shit. He said he just didn't. He was just like, man, he just stayed in his room. I mean, in this in his room, in his inmate. I mean, that's an inmate in this jail cell. And he just discovered he wanted to do something other than that dumb shit every day. So, man, this story was really interesting, man. I suggest some of you guys watch it. It's pretty deep. And he said what he did was, this is some cold. Yeah, y'all need to watch that. Just from this perspective, really. I'm giving y'all some of the movie, but he sat in the jail cell and he just became productive, but he didn't know. He said he never draw before. He never was no artist. Like he said, he never really had an interest like that. And he just started to just draw. He said, fuck it. He gonna do something to occupy his years in there. He gave like 6 years, I think they gave him. And he started just putting together pieces and discovering different techniques of preserving his art. Because he had to get a lot of shit through contraband. I mean, a lot of it was contraband. So it was a very unique thing, but he was just saying how he never drew before. He never knew he had that in him. And I think about how you get in that kind of zone, man, and he had the whole prison fucking ward coming to him to do paintings and portraits and shit like that from all people, black, white. So he became like a little god in that prison because he was productive, which is what I always tell you, men. Find something. He found a purpose. But it was hard on him. Look what he had to go through to discover that shit. He had to go through greater confinement. And this is why I tell you, men, to be silent with yourself. Put yourself through that. Most of you men can't fucking do it. You gotta have a bitch around. You gotta have YouTube on. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. Most of you dudes are too fucking busy and loud in your own goddamn lives, man. And I've been telling y'all that shit for years, man. You got to go through it. You got to put yourself through it. You got to put yourself through isolation. A lot of you men don't want to put yourself through this isolation period where it's just you, your thoughts. And that's part of how you find your purpose, I believe now. Because a lot of guys do struggle saying, what is my purpose? But I think through silence and isolation and getting rid of a lot of bullshit around you, that's then when you find it. I mean like true isolation. I ain't talking about y'all just go in a room and just be quiet. Nah, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about getting rid of all the shit that has some type of influence on your being, your essence, I mean, you getting rid of all that shit. I don't give a fuck what it is. Cars, homes, sometimes your family. Shit, man. I'm telling you, that's true isolation for discovery. See, I know it because I've been through it. And you got to go through the chastisement of people saying, "What? Did he fall off? Or what's going on?" You got to go through it. Go through it, man. So in this story, this documentary, the guy became like a little celebrity artist inside the prison, just like that. He had to deal with his story wasn't he had to get into fights and survive. He didn't have none of that. He just was productive. And he discovered great artist friends in there. And he discovered great ways to do his paintings and stuff like that. And he had the whole jail damn community supporting him, getting things in, smuggling things in for him. That's becoming that. He wasn't the biggest guy in there to beat nobody up. See, this is what niggas think that everything's about. You get out, you take your walks like I did yesterday. I just got out, just took a walk in the mall. You know how I do. Those that follow my channel, I like to just walk and look at people and just learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn by the environment, right? So, also in that documentary, what was interesting, ultimately what I want to get to is that once he got out of that prison and he went back to population, he was frustrated with himself because he thought in his mind that the art stuff was going to carry him further, like once he got out. And this is a white man, keep in mind. That shit didn't even carry him nowhere. Like, they had a couple exhibits with his art, but he wasn't making no fucking money. And he was just like frustrated, man. He was just like, he said, what the fuck am I going to do, man? Like, you know, he didn't know what to do. And he kind of slipped back a little bit. He's on probation. And now, of course, being a white male, you get a little bit more privilege. But he had got locked up for being drunk in public. But basically, he was depressed because he didn't know what the fuck. All he knew was art. So when you get out in this world, this proves also, guys, we're going to have some good breakdown today. I ain't rushing through this. This also proves, because when he got out of jail, he didn't know what else to fucking do. This also proves when you got all this around you and most people are not doing shit, which is I always talk about, you find yourself almost frustrated and the love and passion of something that you focus on could be lost because now your other idols is getting money. Now, y'all follow me on this. The other idol, y'all follow me, the jealous God, we getting there. The other idol becomes chasing fucking money. How many YouTube niggas say, get your money up, get your money up, get your money up? How many of these motherfuckers tell y'all that shit? Y'all never hear me over here talk about, struggling about. Yeah, I need funding to help support the things that I'm doing, that y'all see me doing. Yes, whatever you can help. Leon P, Mel, MJ Dub, y'all support. So y'all see it. Shit ain't cheap. But it's all in doing. So, but he lost that touch. He lost that because now he's in survival mode because now he just need money to survive and to keep up with this fucked up society. So you get caught in that fucking cycle. When he was locked up and the only thing he had was his work, his art. That was it. He didn't have to worry about meals. He got 3 meals a fucking day. his basic is in its essentials was taken care of. This is what I tell you, men. You focus on your purpose, you discover your purpose, and you focus on that. And you go through the hardship, you go through the pain. So basically, he got some help. The probation officer didn't lock him back up after he got drunken in public. He got locked up for that. But they gave him the help he needed, and meaning just to get through it mentally. But then he just struggled with that thought. Then he said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going back to jail. He said, I'm just going to just focus. He called one of his boys, which was a black dude. Cool brother. He helped another artist that was locked up, but he was out. And he called him back up and said, look, man, let's just focus on art. I don't know what it's going to take us. Let me just do what I know, man. That's all. I'm just going to divulge in that. Just learn how to brand that and package that. He didn't know shit about none of that. All he did is knew art. And I really enjoyed watching that story because now he became kind of like, now his art pieces sell. But he had to go through it. You got to go through that. And when I want to talk about the jealous God aspect, even in that, God put him, the inner self, the God that he discovered in him through his art, made him almost, he was torturing himself when he didn't stay on that. Started drinking poison, alcohol. See, the jealous God will take your ass out of here. That's what motherfuckers don't tell you. Once you discover that, that's what he means to jealous God. Most people don't even understand what that fucking means. I didn't for a long time. This is some cold shit, I'm telling y'all, man. This is some cold Sunday morning service, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. Like I said, I'm letting this just flow. But it's some cold shit hearing me talk about this shit because he will punish you, especially once you discover your purpose and what you just, because he gave you that gift. Remember, the guy didn't know how to draw shit. He said he didn't know, at least he said he didn't know how to. But look how he discovered that gift through isolation. That was a fucking, I'm gonna watch it again. It's a lot to take a lot of that shit in from those perspectives. And but when he came back out in this program society, he was forced back in to chase money. Again, that's what all your YouTubers say, chase money, chase money. But what they ain't telling you is your purpose first. Your purpose is first. You find that, you discover that. As a man, you go through that hardship. You go through those the grind of trying to discover that. Not getting a haircut for weeks and months at a time. Stay clean though. You gotta stay clean. Just not shopping, not hanging out on dinner dates, looking for the no, you go through this isolation period, man. You discover gifts. And this is from a Tamahu, white male. That tells you, even then, the natural God, man, the melanin man already has it in. But guess what he's doing? He's playing. Most of us are playing with our gifts. Which is why I believe like I said, this is just a flow of consciousness. I believe sometimes that's part of the jealousy aspect, the insecure jealousy, not the God one. There's different ones. Man has that insecure jealousy because he's not where he's supposed to fucking be. But amongst gods, we all work together. We all know how to get shit done for each other. Whew. Some cold shit right here, y'all. That's amongst gods. We have lost ourselves. And the jealous God within us that has these gifts for you will put you through torture. For you discover that, we'll put you through pain. Your woman will disrespect you. Your children won't respect you. Because you're not the God you're supposed to be. Whew, this shit giving me chills just thinking about that shit, man. Because nobody never told me from this perspective. I ain't even going to front. I ain't even going to front, man. This some cold shit I'm talking about right here, y'all. Discovering that, man. Whoo! I'm gonna tell you right now. What's up, Fudd, man? Scott, what's going on? What's up, bro? We just kicking it right now. This some good game right here, man. Yeah, man. I had to sit up just now. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, to become a jealous God, you have to discover thyself. And the jealousy comes within your passion and what that is. See, the God in that, whatever, through his purpose, the non-melanated man, he was an example of what the true God can do. And this is a non-melanated man. Can you imagine what us as melanated men? This is why we always gonna be the fucking target. You idiots. Because you are not discovering your true purpose, man. You're not doing it. We too busy doing dumb shit. And we're not settled down. We're not quiet amongst ourselves. We're not doing the things we need to do amongst ourselves. We just talking too goddamn much, chasing hoes. They ain't gonna never respect you, man. They ain't gonna do it. If you don't respect yourself and have purpose within, it's not gonna work. You're gonna always disrespect you. It's just the way it's gonna be. Because you're not respecting yourself. That's part of your jealousy within. When your woman, I appreciate it, Malcolm Johnson, for the cash app, for the jealous God. Yeah, man, I appreciate the cash app, bro. Yes, Bud, man, you're right. It's over. Good point. Good point, fam. Yeah, we are. And once we abandon it spiritually, it's over. I agree. That's a cold statement right there, fam. Exactly. And that was an example. That documentary, even the white guy, he abandoned that shit and just went fully into his what his gift was with his art, and the shit took off. Now, granted, he's a white male in this privileged society, but there's a learning lesson in that amongst us men. That's the greater point. Stop chasing this shit in society. Even the money aspect, because that's going to, we already are rich, men. Black male, you already are abundant. You already are wealth, because you are the I am. You're not getting it. That's why when I hear these brothers on these panels, man, get your money up, get your money, get your money, get your money, get level up. Yeah. It's like, nigga, you sound like some broads. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That bothers me because I'm a true artist and I got it like that my whole life. So for me, guys, y'all gotta understand why I don't talk about that shit like they do, because like I said with KS, rest in peace to my brother. I said this, that when y'all chasing money like that, that shit gonna burn you out, man, because there's no end, because it doesn't exist. Your true purpose is within. Through isolation, through studying yourself, knowing thyself. That shit is very important, man. And most of us men will live this whole life without discovering that. And that's why you will go through things like that, because the jealous God wants you to discover yourself. That's what that means. It's not a jealousy of a bitch or some shit. No, it ain't had nothing to do with that. And you just bowing down, praying at a certain time. I know there's reasons why esoterically they do it, but I'm saying it's far more greater than that. It's discovery of thyself. And once you understand that, everything around you is, you have a greater understanding and appreciation of everything. Because you have become. This is some cold shit I'm saying, y'all. I might go have some breakfast after this, because yeah, that damn IHOP probably gonna be packed though. Shit, you know, Easter Sunday. LaShawn. Yeah, LaShawn, I feel you. Yeah, I think people don't understand. Never, even myself, I never understood what the jealous God meant. A lot of people don't never really broke that down and really tried to understand on a deeper level what that means. But once you just start searching within, you start to really understand what that means. Because it starts with yourself. The God in you is jealous because you're not reaching your full potential of what was granted to you. He wants your time. He wants your attention fully. Whew, this some cold shit, man. I'm telling y'all. It even give me chills thinking about it, man. Because it's like, because everything will start coming to you. Things you need to get things done. You wouldn't have to worry about money again in that sense. Not like that. Yeah, you need money, like, to do things. Yes, I'm not saying you don't need it to function. That's not what I'm saying, guys. I'm saying you pour everything into what works for you, and you go through the hardship of not, quote unquote, having the money, but you got to go through it. And a lot of guys are scared to do it. I'm telling y'all. Even some well-meaning brothers, man, but that's a hard thing to do. And your true gift is isolation. And I was granted that. When I was homeless, I was granted that gift for a year. Those that know my story. But in that year, I was determined to discover more about myself, even though I was a well-renowned hairstylist. People knew me from all over the world, shit. And but I wanted more for myself. I wanted to discover more of me. I wanted to hear my thoughts of through silence, not always having people around me. That's what that meant. That isolation. When I got rid of my cars, my salon, shrunk down my pool of friends, and just complete isolation. A lot of men are scared to go through that. And a lot of men will really truly discover their purpose, man. And that's what God means, a jealous God. And a lot of these clowns don't realize you put money over God. That's a fucking idol. These fucking idiots telling y'all the wrong goddamn thing. They have no spiritual understanding, no concept. That's why they have to be forever chasing stuff, chasing things. These niggas aren't present. And once you discover being present and you're fully present, that's the magic. That's the wealth. That's the abundance. Now you're not rushing to get here to do this. I'm not rushing. You're not rushing. Your life is impactful wherever you stand on this fucking planet. You don't have to rush to go anywhere. You don't have to rush to go overseas. You don't have to rush to go nowhere. The God changes the environment. Once he discovered that, they showed a lot of that shit even in X-Men. Apocalypse. Those that saw the X-Men Apocalypse, that was a great example. What's up, Bonnie? It's like a long time. He said, that's facts, man. A man that renounces himself comes to himself. Yep. You have to rid everything that you know of the world and your chasing of this and that. You got to detox yourself spiritually, man. And the God, the all, wants you back to change the environment. That's what he means, jealous God. Never understood that, but I never touched it because I didn't want to disrespect even the thought of what they're trying to convey. But I never really understood. I heard different versions of people say, "He a jealous guy." I heard people try to talk about it, but I think they put God like on this. It's like weird. They put him on this pedestal of meaning he's outside of you. Does that make sense? All the preachers and all the people that, yeah, he jealous God, see, because you can't know God before him. But no, these niggas had it wrong. Because they're lying. See, they selling you a package of God. Yeah, he's here. This is God right over here. And he gets jealous when you don't worship him. That's you being an idol. You worship a false idol. Man, this is some cold shit I'm telling y'all, man. It's like for real. Because I'm just thinking about it. Once you discover that he wants you, because that he is, God wants himself. That's why he's jealous, because it's him. But he wants it through you, the discovery through you. Because you are him. You his child. You his birth. You are his representation. What the hell he wants you running around chasing bullshit that there's some bullshit that don't mean nothing. Like, nigga, you chasing money. What does that mean? Somebody made that bullshit for your ass to function in society. You have gifts. You have visions. You have all these things that I granted you that's inside you. That's because that's me. That's the true wealth. That's the true abundance. What the fuck are you chasing? Sit your ass down. You know how we see women running around like chaotic? I believe the all sees us, a lot of the men, like that. Mic drop. I believe the all sees us the same way we see these women, chaotic, all over the fucking place, not in purpose, chasing these false gods, LGBT, the alphabet community, and feminism, pansexual, I mean, all these fucking titles, man. Because she has no purpose. She's not serving one. Her role is to serve that. That is her purpose. That's why women get into things all the time. They always in something. Some real shit, man. I'm just saying, fellas. Damn, 53 minutes it went. I might even open up the lines a little bit if y'all want to come up. If not, I'm just kind of flowing. I put the link in. Y'all, anybody want to call up real quick? Let's keep it short and sweet. If y'all wanted to chop it up. But that's what it means, man. Sit your ass down. Shit, I make this whole economy crash so you won't have no fucking money, ain't gonna be worth 2 cents. You niggas talking about that. Your role is to to discover, bring forth new rhythm of life, get into discovery of self. Get out of this hypnotic rhythm of bullshit. Yeah, man. I mean, didn't have too many people in this morning, which is cool. This is, I believe, this message is only for a few anyway. But a lot of us are running. from ourselves. We are running. This is why I think deep down as black men we don't support each other either, because uh, I was telling Pimp God, like, when he posted videos of my shows and stuff, I said you don't get a lot of comments because I think deep down black men we have an internal, we become jealous in an insecure way, not in the God way. See, the jealous God ain't relating to people. This is how fucking self-centered and arrogant the common man is. They think it's about jealous God of people. Like, what the fuck? That's why I never touched that subject until I really thought about it. I said to even relate the God that we know, that we think that we know, to relating it to us, he's jealous of us. Like, what the fuck? I used to think as a kid, I used to hear that. I never understood it. For all my life, I sat in that trying to understand what that meant. But it don't mean jealous like how we put it. It's bigger than the little shit that you do, not worshiping him. Shit, everything you do every day is not worship to God. If you want to keep it a buck, the way they put it, I'm talking about the way they put it. Everything we fucking do. Let me see. LaShawn Jefferson. What's up, fam?
Hey, bro. I'm sorry. I bought a new phone. I ain't like updated my avatar and all my crap. But you is 100 on this one, and you touching on points that men feel personally. No, this is man's personal feelings you are speaking of,
Right.
and these. Okay, I don't know what the other sex is. I'm a grown man wanting to have sex, but I don't know what the other sex is. I can't make them happy, and it might not be what the hell I'm thinking it is when I mess with it. I just came out from a pandemic. I thought I was gonna die. I'm trying to rebuild my life, and this is what the hell we got a baller. What the hell is this? And you including God in all the religions. You Buddhist. Goddamn, you pet an ant, but you stump on my balls. You Buddhist though. Nobody is using religion properly, and the few that do is heretics in canceled UA and all this extra stuff. Look, I don't have a problem with you wanting to get your rights, but don't stump on the rights of people that did long years to get them rights. We have your back if you be proper. But now you got a little bit of snap, crackle, and pop, and your ass ain't Rice Krispies. You ain't nationwide. Fuck, you ain't even international. You see how they bring religion, God, they faith, and all that, and they just blend it all up just to jam it down your throat to make you feel guilty. Whatever works. And we, as the people that been living our lives every damn day, doing what we know is right, because that's the way the world works. And the world works properly if we can make a good damn day, catch a break, get a raise every day. Because if you ain't got the every day, you ain't got no society at all. But the problem is, we everyday people. I mean, that's why you got your gloves off. You an everyday person, ain't you? If they took us all out. That's 70% of the population. What the fuck they gonna do? They ain't got no maids. They gonna clean up their houses, and they ain't got nobody to buy their shit. We got more power, but you know what the thing is? We dealing with petty ass people, and all of us broke. Why are we dealing with these petty ass people? You gonna let a petty ass whoever, man, woman, or can identify themselves is a new third party. In every
Oh shit.
this ain't politics.
Hello?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
you
you
can't
went
hear
out.
me no more?
Yeah, it
Oh,
went out. Yeah. So yeah, good. So, I guess you want to rein in your point. What you were saying?
are you hearing me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Look, here's the reining in the point part. You got a whole bunch of people that ain't worth a damn to their damn selves,
Right.
judging you, and they want to put what you ain't doing for them as a reason why you ain't. But if they would have came to you like a human being, a person, a friend, you been
Yeah.
supporting them the whole damn time because you got a whole bunch of homies and homegirls, family members, people you just met in the grocery store. You cool with for whatever reason. They they didn't do that step. They went undercover and then jumping in your throat. That's why Black Lives Matter got that much money and not one black life was matter.
That's
Gloves
real,
off.
man. That's
Gloves
what's
off,
up.
bro. You
Appreciate it.
carry on and thank you very much.
I
But
appreciate it, LaShaw.
you were
I
kicking nothing
appreciate
but
you coming up.
tonight,
Huh?
man. It's early in my morning and you might be in California, so it might be still night over there. But
No,
brother,
I'm in DC. Where you are? Where are you located?
South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina, baby.
Yeah, I had most of my old folk, and they refuse to die. They want to die around 100 or something years old, and well, I love them, so I showed up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming in this morning, bro, and
Yo,
dropping that
I
game.
appreciate you getting my ass riled up enough to get on your live stream and agree with you, because I've been
That's
saying it, and you know what? I've been canceled. You know that cancel damn policy,
yeah,
boy. Ain't it funny? All the stuff you bring up now, that's what the hell they talking about now when the pandemic's over.
yeah.
We
That's
try
how
to
I go,
warn them.
man.
We try to warn them. But you know what? Negroes want to go ahead and say something. Intelligent black men already prepped for it. You're an intelligent black man with your gloves off.
I
Don't be
appreciate it,
soft with the chin, bro. Don't be soft with the
man.
chin.
Nah, I appreciate you, fam. All right, there. That's my man, LaShawn. Jeff coming in, dropping some knowledge from South Carolina. But yeah, you right, man. All this shit, man, is it's as black men, man. It's coming back. I believe that. And I tell Pimp God this. I believe it's our responsibility now. I think a lot of black men have been bullshitting for a long time. You know, we are still victims of this bullshit, but I think what's going to turn it around in this confinement we find ourselves in is black men just turning inward totally and becoming the gods that we are supposed to be. We can't run anywhere. A lot of us trying to run, and like I said, I understand it. I get it. I do understand it. But I also understand we are greater than all of that. But it's going to take self-discovery, and you can't run nowhere, black man. It's your planet. Where you going to run to? Trying to hide? You can't get away from it. You can't run from yourself. Appreciate the cash app, man. Who sent that? Abina. He said for coffee. I appreciate that. Like they say, Mr. A, you can run, but you can't hide. What's up, Mr. A's in the building? Man, hey brothers, man, I love sharing this kind of game with y'all, man, because I don't hear this. See, like I said, I'll be listening to myself. Like I said, it's just a flow of consciousness. That shit just be on my heart and on my mind, and sometimes I want to record it. So that's why I do these random lives. And but this is like my morning thoughts. These are things I think about first thing in the morning and my meditations. So I like to share it with you guys. That's all. You know, I don't get a lot of y'all in here. Sometimes I do. But today I think it was like 15 or 16 of y'all that came in this morning, which is cool. But this kind of game right here, like I said, it ain't exciting. It's not exciting to hear somebody sit up here and say, you know, stop trying to think about money all the goddamn time. And shit, you know, and I appreciate the Cash App, the people that did support. I didn't mention it one time today. So hit the Cash App or join the channel or you know, hit the PayPal. It's going across your screen. But that's not, see, I say it because I want you guys to get in the habit of, like the church, the idea of tithing, the idea of it makes sense because you do want, you pour into yourself. These are the things that the money allows other things in the world to take place. You can use it effectively. You understand? That's what paying your taxes is. It's really the thought of them fixing the roads and fixing. Okay, I get it, and that's really it's supposed to be the general idea of it. You know, we know that ain't the fucking truth, but I'm saying, you have to pay your tithes and believe that, whatever that may be. And like I said, I'm thankful, man. You know, I don't rely on this, but I'm just saying, I want you guys to understand that it's greater. It's greater. There's a greater purpose and greater thing beyond yourself. And see, most black men, we're not thinking beyond ourselves. That's another thing the jealous God is. He's thinking beyond himself, which is himself. He's vast, infinite. Almighty. This is why you have to go through the pain of discovering a purpose. That purpose is not for everybody. That's another thing I'm starting to learn. A lot of time it's good to be just of service. Greater than yourself. That's a practice. That's some cold shit, man. And you know, and then in our minds, we don't understand even support of each other because most of us haven't pushed ourselves to be anything. I was just saying how all the shit that I've accomplished and accomplishing right now, I brought a lot of people along to ride with me. I helped a lot of people, man. People that know me know they've seen it. I've helped so many people to get on their feet and to pour in. But it wasn't, I don't talk about it much because you know, when I do mention it, I mention it in the intentions to let you know that this is what life is about. It's about relationships with others. That's abundance. That's why when I mention, I'm not mentioning to give me the glory. It's not even about that. I'm trying to at least some of this shit rub off on y'all. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, you know, this is what we can do. This is what we can do together. This is what we can do for each other. If you're able to do it, do what you can. You know, be a living example of that. But, you know, but anyway, I was trying to give people a few minutes if they want to chop it up. If not, um, I believe that this was a good stream. I believe that I got this off my chest. It didn't have to be long and drawn out. You know, I'll give you guys a few more minutes. But I think it's a beautiful thing, man, that our creator has so many things in store for us, and but the stuff that's in store for you is internal. The kingdom of heaven lies within. The words of the Christ. And this is why, even on the surface level, the female principal is torturing herself. This is why she's cutting her lips open, cutting her face open, putting lace wigs on, dyeing her hair, all these rainbow fucking colors, cutting her body, BBL, getting long plastic nails put on. I mean, it won't end. She need bad name brand bags to validate her and all this stupid shit. Bit by bit. And she's going to live her life in that turmoil because she's not a part of any. Only consciousness she have is the society, the greater society's consciousness. That's where the jealous God comes in, because once you discover that, and any woman that's around to see that, there is a jealousy in, not in the sense that you're jealous. It's weird. It's a different kind of jealousy that they speak of. It's not that you're jealous of the man or something else uh, of competition. Like the woman, when the woman is jealous, that's a detrimental, because it's showing you on the reverse is she's the goddess in her mind when it comes to you. That's why when you in your purpose and you start discovering that, she competes with that through your time and energy. She'll try to take you away from your purpose. But if you stay grounded in it, she eventually leave, or she has to get on board of servitude. That's her jealousy toward that. But she don't understand that it serves her greater good and the greater interest, that she understands that purpose, and to help you serve it and to help you become the best God you can be. Whatever that looks like, that's what it's supposed to be. See, the fleshly jealousy would just leave and say, well, fuck it, he ain't focusing on me, I'm out of here. And that's what happens into you internally as a man. That jealousy will try to escape itself through addictions. Whoo, that's some cold shit right there, man. It'll put you through torture because you try to escape the very thing that's inside you. That's what the woman would do. Her fleshly self will leave because she's jealous of your commitment, your purpose. She can't help you. That's why, to a degree, it works out in your favor, because they can't help you. They're not going where you're going. what you're gonna need. That's why you don't have to fight with anybody and leaving your life. You don't have to fight with that. You start doing and start becoming, motherfuckers will just start dropping off. Bloop, 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 bloop. Like they ain't trying to become none of that. I hope y'all get what I'm saying, man. Y'all didn't get kind of quiet in the chat room. So I don't know how much of this is y'all understanding or what. So anyway, yeah, you're right, Mr. A. You see, that's deep, man. Learn how to say no and let people go that aren't supposed to be there is the biggest challenge. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoying this stream and have that y'all have enjoyed it, man. This is some good shit, man. Like, I might have to go back and listen to this shit my damn self because you know, when you flowing from a state of consciousness, it's a lot different because I didn't think all this shit out and wrote it on paper yet. I did think about it, yes, and just try to feel my understanding and really try to elaborate that through this stream. You know what I mean? So and let it just flow through me. Um, that's real talk, man. It's just real. It's just real. And be, become a jealous God, man. And that's what that means. It's eternal. Time to stop playing or die out. And that's really what's going to happen. If you're not about that, if you're not pushing yourself to these heights of understanding, you will die out. But anyway, did y'all enjoy the stream, man? Show some love. This was a good one, man. This is a real good one, man. Some good game right here. Show some love. Support the channel. If you love to support the channel and what we're doing over here, we are all the way on the takeover. We coming up from behind. Gloves off show, Cash App. Join the channel. It's only going to get better. PayPal, Dr. E. Hollis Scott at mail.com. Yeah, man, it's one day at a time, man. Definitely one day at a time, Mr. A. You know, you said I work on myself. It's a journey, but happy that I'm better than I was. Yeah, man, I can't sit up here and talk about bitches all day. I just can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. You know, and really what's going on around us in that sense, because we have lost our control of who we are. So once we understand that self-discovery of that, and you get back in your rightful place, everything gonna start shape-shifting to what you want it to be. And even on it plays out even when you dealing with women. Shit, she may not be the finest chick, but if she's serving you and in your consciousness, man, she gonna start looking different, man. She gonna have a different essence about her look, her smell. She actually, she could be a damn four. She could raise up. I'm telling you, I've seen it, man. An average chick, and she getting your conscience, she taking that vibration, man. Even other dudes be like, damn, she out. They don't know what it is, but she has that energy, that femininity to her, and she's all in. And that's what the inner God in most men is searching for, but he don't know what it is. He just think it's sex. You know, he's oh, man, I want to fuck. Like it's like, bro, you looking at some material that's being used. Like, you know, he don't even know what he looking at. Only thing he want to do is stick dick in it. Like that's all we know. It has to become a one of minds. The mastermind principle. Y'all heard of that? That's what she is she's in your consciousness. That's why it's devastating when a woman just breaks up her family to a god. It's like, what the fuck? To choose society over her man, her god man? That's the greatest disappointment. But they have to be left to their devices and whatever that comes to it. That's why you never feel sorry for them when they choose that. God loves you. He loves you enough to let you go through and struggle, have your devices, and take yourself out of here. That's the true love. And we got to operate as that. That's why a God man, they think is cold blooded. But I have to let you, that's love. I'm allowing you to make your decision to destroy yourself. You have complete freedom to do so. Yeah, man, it's some real shit. You said Kevin Gates interview? Yeah, Kevin Gates saying he be all over the place sometimes for me. I don't know what. Because he talk about women a lot. And I'm like, I don't know what I don't follow him at all. I don't know. Maybe it is. I might have to check it out. Because sometimes niggas be knowing this information, but they don't practice it. It's like, and I ain't saying he ain't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, I just wonder. I heard some other shit he talk about. I mean, it's all about a bitch. It's like, god damn, bro. Like dudes put too much emphasis on women to me. Like that's it's kind of weird. It's like it is kind of weird when I hear men talk about women a lot. Like it's even though I deal with women for a living, for a career, like I think because I am around it so much, so I have to remember that. I think I didn't kind of. That's what B just said about me. He said you've been around it so damn much. It's not, and that's true. So I do have a certain understanding that most men wouldn't. Uh, but but I also understand that the greatest gift is isolation of yourself, and opposed to uh, becoming trying to fit into the society and chase women all day. See, because the woman also understands. She knows when you're not uh, thirsty over her, and she either gonna get on board or she gonna walk away. And 9 times out of 10, they leave because that's opposed to society anyway. Because you're not simping like everybody else does, so automatically. she's turned off. This could be your wife. This could be your fucking baby mama, your girl. Shit. This is why it only matters if your purpose, man. That's the only fulfillment you really gonna ever get in life. And being a part of something greater than yourself. Because sometimes you may not really discover your purpose, but your purpose sometimes is being a part of something greater than yourself. That can actually be your purpose. How do I know? Look at the military, for example. People putting their lives on the line, but it's for the greater good of themselves. It's supposed to be for the country, quote unquote. In other words, I'm using the military as an example of it can be done in life. It can be done in other ways. Become a soldier for your brother that's out here knocking down doors. Become a soldier for that. But it's greater than you. So anyway, I'm going to end this. I appreciate y'all. Great stream. Again, go join the channel because we almost up and ready to go and kick ass. Your boy been grinding. I'm gonna grind all day today. I got a lot to do finishing this website shit. It's a lot. So I want to just do this quick stream this morning. So go join the channel, guys. If you haven't already, PayPal. You can support through PayPal at dreharlanscott@mail.com. Or you can Cash App if you really enjoy the streams at Gloves Off Show. And I would definitely appreciate you guys, and I love you guys. I truly do. But we will talk later. Peace.